Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of POVincent here on the Review of the Nerds channel. Today on the episode, I'm asking the question, is Superman on the Supergirl TV series a dick? And before I get into all the reasons, let me just go over, it has nothing to do with the actor and his performance. It has to do with the way they're writing him, and I guess to a degree, which the way things are being directed. And also, I just want to say when I'm analyzing this, of course, he's Superman. He saves people's lives. He battles bad guys. He does good stuff. But I'm talking about there's certain interactions, or lack thereof of interactions, he's had with characters that make me question the way they're presenting him in the show. And we're going to go over the goods and the bads. So I'm going to be fair, and we're tallying them up at the end. And at the end, we'll figure it out. So let's get started. So a lot of issues here I'm going to bring up actually take place in Supergirl Season 1, Episode 1 premiere. It starts out with Kara lands on Earth in her pod. Superman discovers her, and what does he do? He takes her to the Danvers family because he wants her to have a good, loving family that knows about Kryptonians and can help her and give her a generally good life. Hey, that's really good. This girl just lost her entire planet, her friends, her family, everything she knows, destroyed. And Superman gives her a new family that's going to be able to care for her. That's great. But then what happens next is weird. He just takes off. After he gives her to the Danvers, he just takes the hell off. I mean, I don't get that. I mean, I understand in season one they were trying not to show the Man of Steel because he didn't want him to take any of Supergirl's spotlight, which is smart. I agree with that decision. But a little narration could have fixed this. And just like as he's flying off, Kara could have just narrated that Lex Luthor was starting crap in, Metropolis, and he had to go fly off and take care of it. That's why he couldn't stick around for a little bit. Little stuff like that. And then it continues. There is evidence in the show that Superman has really not been a part of her life at all. Why wouldn't he want to be? Once again, she's lost her whole world, and he's the only other Kryptonian. Wouldn't he be smart of him to go visit her? And you could say, well, I mean, they skipped 12 years. Maybe he did visit her. But in the scene in episode 1 where she meets James Olsen, she asks James, what's Superman like? And you could say this is just her, like, playing her alternate identity and trying to, like, pretend she's just normal. But she says it's just genuine, earnest curiosity. And it makes me think that, yeah, he hasn't interacted with her at all. So, gives her a good family, that's a plus. Takes off immediately afterwards, negative. Stays out of her life, another negative. And also in episode 1, Kara gets hit with some kryptonite-laced tranquilizer darts. And when she's awoken by Alex, she finds out how it worked. And they're like, oh yeah, that's kryptonite. It's part of your planet. It's radioactive. It weakens you. And she is like, oh, wait, so you're telling me in like the 12 or 13 years, however long Supergirl's been on Earth, Clark at no point picked up the phone and was like, hey, Kara, how you doing? Yeah, oh, I'm fine. Oh, by the way, if you see a green glowing rock, that's kryptonite. It's radioactive and it can kill you. Okay, bye-bye. He never told her about kryptonite. Never, ever. Come on, man. That's your Superman. That's your number one weakness, and it's also Supergirl's number one weakness. How could you not tell her about that? Another negative. Okay, so we've been through a few negatives now. I'll get back to a few of the positives. I'm trying to go in order here, just so you can understand. So at the end of her series premiere, James Olsen gives her a present from Superman. It's the baby blanket he had when he was wrapped and put in a space pod as a little token to her, like saying, hey, I'm proud of you. You just beat some bad guys. Here's a blanket. Something very personal to me, and I want you to have it. Thumbs up. Okay, another positive. Now, we really don't get that much interaction with Superman for the rest of the season, except for one particular episode. A villain named Reactron comes to Central City to do some villain stuff. We won't get into it because it's not that important. He's basically a rival of Superman, and they've fought several times, and he's almost beaten Superman. So Supergirl takes him on, and unfortunately she's still pretty new to the superhero business, and she doesn't do that well against him. In fact, he almost kills her. But Superman is summoned by Jimmy using his Superman signaling watch, swoops in, saves Supergirl. Hey, thumbs up, you did good there, man. He couldn't stick around again, but this time he actually had the excuse if he had some kind of emergency to go to, so I can't hold that against him. He's got to go do his job. Then later in Season 2, finally we get to meet Superman officially with the introduction of the actor playing him, Tyler Hoechlin. or Hecklin. I've heard people pronounce it both ways. Please tell me down in the comments what the proper pronunciation is. I couldn't find it. But anyway, so he comes to Central City and they're hanging out, and he's going to leave at first after they take care of some stuff. But then Supergirl asks him, hey, you know, we've never really gotten to know each other. Please stay in the city for a few days. We'll save some people, beat some bad guys, get to know each other better. And you know what? He agrees to it. Okay, finally, he's taken time to get to know his cousin, really talk about stuff. It's good, and you know, hey, positive. But then things get weird. So we discover in the episode that he actually has known Martian Manhunter for years, and they have a bit of an issue with each other. When kryptonite was first discovered by Superman, Martian Manhunter just happened to be there with him. And that's the reason why the DEO has kryptonite, because Martian Manhunter kept all the kryptonite that they found together. Superman asked him to get rid of it, but he wouldn't. And Superman now has a beef with Martian Manhunter because of it. Now, this I can understand. Once again, it's kryptonite, his ultimate weakness. But Martian Manhunter points out in the episode that Earth would have been conquered if not were for the kryptonite. Think about it. In season 1 of Supergirl, they were battling Supergirl's aunt Astra and her husband Connell, I believe was the name. And if it wasn't for Martian Manhunter arming the DEO agents with kryptonite weaponry, Supergirl wouldn't have been able to take them on both alone, let alone the other several Kryptonians they had in their little army, plus all the alien warriors. So yeah, I'm sorry, but Superman, you're wrong. It was a good idea for Martian Manhunter to hold on to all that kryptonite. Otherwise, Earth would be conquered, your cousin would be dead, and you probably would have got your ass kicked too, because you would have been fucking outnumbered. Dick move here. Dick. Finally, we're going to point this out that also in Season 2, Supergirl and Superman fight Metallo. There's a really bad battle on the bridge, and by bad I mean they're getting their butts kicked real bad. Supergirl starts taking on Metallo herself, and he starts beating her down. But then Superman comes in, pow, knocks him like a mile away. Picks up Supergirl, gets her out of there, because she was taking some real hard kryptonite hits. So, he once again saves her life. Plus. Alright, so going over the list here, and I'm reading 4 negative moves and 5 positives. So, yeah, at the end of the day, Superman in the Supergirl series did a lot of dick moves, but he's done more good moves than bad. Now, I understand, and all you guys are going to say in the comments, yes, I get that it has to do with him not being on screen a lot in that first season, but once again, little narration by Kara, or just writing certain scenes different, or adding a few scenes, like Kara and James talking about their, interactions with Superman, just, they don't have to show it, but they could tell us a little bit, just like in a fond memory exchange or conversation. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really like how he's been represented in the show, but then again, the show, in my opinion, has other problems, but that's a whole nother discussion. Anyway, so yes, Superman, more positives than negatives, but still some dick moves. So, hey, he's still Superman, we'll give him a pass then. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like. Tell me what you're thinking down in the comments. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm pointing out things that are petty? Or do you think I'm right on the mark? Please let me know. And if you like this video, click right here to see my previous episode where I talk about how the Power Rangers Zords look from what we see from the toys. But until next time, I'm Vincent, and I'll catch you guys next time.